A brutal attack in Portland, Oregon is once again pushing the sanctuary city debate into the national spotlight. 31-year-old Sergio Martinez had been deported from the U.S. at least 20 times, and now he is accused of sexually assaulting a 65-year-old woman after breaking into her home. Martinez, who has a long rap sheet, was released by local Portland authorities last December in defiance of a federal immigration hold. Here now is Judge Andrew Napolitano, Fox News senior judicial analyst. I imagine that people in America hear stories like this and say, how is this possible? How does this keep happening? Not only that he was here 20 times illegally, but that the local authorities and the federal government cannot get together and fix this.
Look, I mean, somebody who's been deported 20 times and keeps coming back, there's obviously something wrong with the system that lets him keep coming back. And why the Oregon people, or why the Oregon government, the government in this town, would not be concerned enough for the safety of the people that live in this town that they wouldn't want this person running clean in the streets. Now, look, he's innocent until proven guilty. And overstaying a visa is not a crime. But coming back here after you've been deported is a crime. Coming back here 19 times after you've been deported is 19 crimes. Why hasn't he been arrested? Why hasn't he been prosecuted? Why was he free to attack this?
And so why do we keep sending him back? Like, why wouldn't we just keep him here in jail in America?
That's a very good question. The Justice Department has decided it is less expensive to deport than to prosecute and incarcerate. But right now, they have more than enough evidence to prosecute and incarcerate. If he'd be in jail, we'd be paying for him in jail, but he wouldn't be in the streets able to rob and rape, as apparently he did in this case that you've just described.
Let me ask you something. So sanctuary cities, that issue, I have a question. Now that you're my legal professor here for the night, so I have you. Why wouldn't the administration ask the Supreme Court for an expedited review so that they could solve this issue and we could get beyond it? Because this could last for several years before we get a solution.
Okay, so the cities that receive federal funds have received it under the last year of the Obama administration. And those funds had some strings attached to them, but they did not have the string attached. You will cooperate with ICE and you will help us find illegals. Therefore, by receiving that money, the local governments are not obligated to cooperate with ICE. But in the first budget of the Trump administration, when that money comes in, it'll have that string attached to it. So if the Supreme Court were to grant the government expedited review, the government will lose. That's why it is not asking for the expedited review. The best thing the government can do is to adopt the Trump budget, which will have the strings attached to it. The cities are so starved for cash, they will take the federal cash and just comply with the strings attached. And once they do take the money with an agreement that I'm calling a string that says you will cooperate with ICE and don't, then the courts will force them to cooperate with ICE or disgorge the money they've already received.
I try to be fair on this because, of course, everybody is upset about this crime, including people in Oregon and the government of Oregon, and this is a horrible thing that happened to the woman. So I was trying to understand what happened. They say there's a discrepancy, that ICE didn't do the proper paperwork and get the thing from the judge, and that therefore they did not have the authority to continue to detain him.
Well, they would have had the authority under federal law to detain him another 48 hours to find out if the detainer was proper. And they ought to have known that he had been deported 20 times.
Right.
Before. Some of the sanctuary city folks are principled people that want to help decent immigrants that have overstayed their visa. But to fail to communicate to the government when you have a potentially violent person on your hands is to show no respect for public safety whatsoever.
Yeah, dereliction of duty.
Of course.
All right. Thank you.
I enjoyed being your professor.